Welcome to the Postpartum is Forever podcast. My name is Katura Stoltenberg. I am a mother of 2 young men and a postpartum doula. This podcast is dedicated to all mothers and is a place to hear honest, relatable conversations with the intention of helping mothers feel seen, heard, supported, and valued. I believe that postpartum is forever and that sharing our stories is a powerful way that we facilitate connection with ourselves, our children, and our community. Thank you for being here. Hello and welcome to the Postpartum is Forever podcast. My name is Katura Stoltenberg, mother of 2 and postpartum doula, and I'm super excited to bring this heart-led podcast to you. I'd like to spend a few minutes explaining how this podcast came to be, what it offers, and how it can benefit you as the listener. I truly believe that postpartum is forever and that motherhood is the most enriching personal development program you will ever embark on. Whilst we may be our child's first teachers, our children really are our greatest teachers. One of the things that I have consistently noticed over this time is that mothers are both powerful yet vulnerable. I noticed as they entered their motherhood journeys that they were deeply called, firstly, to connect with other mothers, and secondly, to share their stories. What we are really asking for is a listening ear, a kind face to empathise, or a warm hug to help us reset our nervous system. We need to be able to talk freely and openly about the so-called taboo subjects without guilt or fear of judgment. And that is why I created this podcast. As mothers, we are often isolated. Isolation that comes from not feeling emotionally safe to share our real struggles and reflections. And if we are not being held in this way, we can begin to feel empty. And sadly, we often internalize this. Many women say they feel lost, as if existing between 2 worlds, as it were. And this takes time. Firstly, to understand what we are feeling, then to make sense of, and then adjust to this period that might feel unsettling for a time. I would like to acknowledge that what you have experienced is huge and that your story matters. This is not just for first-time mothers. Each and every time you birth a baby, there is also a birth of you as a mother. This podcast is designed for mothers-to-be, mothers, and those wanting to nurture another mother. It is not just relevant for early postpartum mothers, but mothers of children of any age, to recreate pieces of the village of support that sadly many of us don't have in person. Each month we will bring at least 1 episode that offers a conversation with an expert or professional with expertise in the perinatal and women's health space to inform and educate and bring us strategies and tools to enhance our mothering experience. It is my hope and intention that this podcast will add enrichment and nurturance to your mothering experience, that you will find some resonance in another mother's story, and in doing so, you will offer yourself the same kindness and grace that you so deeply deserve. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and that it offered something helpful to your own mothering experience. If you are a pregnant woman or know someone who is, head over to my website to receive your free copy of the postpartum checklist and contact list. And if you'd like to be better prepared for your postpartum, both practically and mentally, purchase the Peaceful Postpartum ebook, a 52-page interactive guide on what you need to know and what matters most in postpartum. And so that we can get these conversations out to more mothers, I'd be grateful if you could like, share, and review this podcast, and we'll see you next time.